This week.
Bocce VR Simulator brings the classic game of bocce to life. Known and loved by many for its simplicity and fun, bocce is perfect for players of all ages. In Bocce VR, your physical skills, strategic thinking, and a bit of luck will determine your success. Surprisingly, Bocce VR Simulator is a one-player game, but it does have adjustable difficulties for CPU opponents, 3 different maps, and an obstacle course mode for an added challenge. It seems that just before I uploaded this video, Bocce VR Simulator got delayed into next month. The new release date on the PlayStation Store is listed as August 9th. The wait for the PSVR2 version of Compound is almost over. Well, kind of. They've gotten through Sony's QA and the game is ready for launch, but despite the fact that it has a July 30th release date on the PlayStation Store currently, the developer says he's holding off so he can release it in all regions simultaneously. So don't worry, it's almost here and will be out for everyone in a matter of weeks. A lot of interesting stuff is happening with the PSVR2 hardware this week. First and foremost, it got a major discount in the UK across most retailers, selling it for £200 less than retail, which is massive. And you've got to wonder if this discount will start to spread to other regions soon as we ramp up to the release of the PC adapter on August 7th. This is exactly the kind of move that we've been asking Sony to make for months now, so hopefully it'll help move some headsets. I Am Cat's a sandbox adventure centered around the cat protagonist. Roam freely through a big house full of secrets and quests. Granny's house becomes your personal playground where you can cook, throw, run, and jump around. Take on missions and puzzles designed specifically for a cat, testing your wits, agility, and curiosity. The listing on the PlayStation Store reveals that I Am Cat is coming to both PSVR2 and PSVR1. Step into a challenging nightmare mode, teeming with first-person shooter thrills and a diverse range of mechanics. Get ready for various activities and challenges that'll engage and entertain you in the Sugar Kingdom.
Flex your creative tentacles in Tentacular's new Island Builder expansion. Let your imagination and your slimy appendages run wild.
Coming soon to PSVR2 is the Island Builder expansion for Tentacular. As the title suggests, the Island Builder expansion involves creating islands using a new Creation Glove ability. You can build structures, clone objects, paint buildings, lay roads, and populate these locations with humans. Other new additions involve entering an art contest, and there's also a new cheat terminal in the options area.
Samoa, and help the 2 island states reconnect after years of bitter garlic-based rivalry.
One of the games I've been looking forward to for a while is Arcade Paradise VR, and this week the trophy list for the PSVR2 version just went live. And if you're like me and you'll probably play this game to death, you'll be happy to know that it does in fact include a platinum. As is pretty typical for us over here in PSVR2 land, most big announcements trickle out in a weird roundabout way rather than making a big splash at the Game Awards or Summer Game Fest. And this week's example is that the PlayStation trophy list just went live for one of Steam VR's better games, Into the Radius. It's essentially a single-player extraction shooter with a 30-hour campaign, and after doing some digging, I can confirm that this wasn't an accident. Into the Radius is making its way over to PSVR2, and soon.
The land of opportunities. You're trapped in forever.
As a huge fan of the original Alien movies, Alien Rogue Incursion is probably my most anticipated game. We haven't seen much footage yet, but that's all about to change this weekend as Survios is set to reveal new footage at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, we'll be keeping a close eye out to see if they share this footage online anywhere after the event, so stay tuned. Last week we talked about how the bHaptics vest only supports 4 games natively at launch, but this week we can confirm that both Cactus Cowboy games on PSVR2, one of which is free, now also support the vest natively.
At an excavation site, when the bug army attacked out of nowhere.
Earlier in the video, I mentioned that I Am Cat is coming to PSVR1 in addition to PSVR2. But that's not the only PSVR1 game that showed up on the store to wishlist this week. Paleo Caveman Tag VR looks like it could be a Gorilla Tag ripoff, and Grand Rush VR Highway Car Traffic Racing Simulator looks like you get to drive a car in traffic or something. I'm sure both of these games could be fun, but I think it's far more likely that shovelware developer Midnight Works is back at their old tricks again. Over on Reddit this week, developer ToastVR showed off a visual comparison between the Quest 3 version and the upcoming PSVR2 version of third-person platformer Max Mustard. Usually small details like resolution and texture improvements aren't that noticeable on the social screen outputs, but the difference here is night and day. Everything looks super sharp, the colors pop, and the lighting and shadows look great. Max Mustard's going through QA at Sony right now, and we should be getting a release date sometime soon. Dude, we had so many fishing games on PSVR1, but the one that stood head and shoulders above the rest was Catch and Release. The game gives you a rowboat and a giant lake to explore, camera to take pictures of wildlife, tons of bait to buy, upgradable fishing rods, and the fishing mechanics were great. There were even post-launch updates that added rain and thunderstorms and a massive cave system to explore. I'd kill for a sequel with even more content, but at this point, I'd be happy with the simple PSVR2 port of the original. Every week, our good friend Professor Lilith organizes a multiplayer meetup over on our Discord. It happens every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and this week we'll be playing 20-player online racing sim Gran Turismo 7. If you can't make this week's meetup, don't worry, it happens every Sunday at the same time. So, make sure you click the link in the description below. Come join our Discord.
Find your line.
This week.